Hi guys, welcome back to the Unraveling the World podcast.
Before we get into today's episode, let's hear from our sponsors.
This episode is sponsored by Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain it to you really quickly. To start off, it's 100% free, and there are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will then distribute your podcast for you so it could be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more platforms. In fact, you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. If you're interested, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
On today's episode, we'll be discussing cruelty that elephants have been facing for a long time now. So I got the idea to discuss this into our podcast from an article I read, actually. I keep up with Indian news a lot, so I read that two or three elephants are okay. So basically, it was a mother elephant and her two children. Or no, not even two children. I think multiple children. They passed away on a railway track, and the elephants, like the herd they were from, the elephants, they were all surrounding the dead elephants. So that's really sad. That part made me really sad. But yeah, that's where I got the idea to discuss this. And so elephants have been facing a lot of discrimination for a while now. And another thing I think is important is how elephants are often ridden on. I know a few of my friends, they've rode on elephants before, and I'm sure they were children and people might not be aware, but this is it's wrong. It's wrong to do so.
Yeah. Go ahead, Shani.
I feel like a lot of people, they take advantage, especially elephants in the wild. Like, I'm talking about animals in the wild. They've taken advantage of elephants because of their tusks and their body itself, because they're pretty big mammals, and people have taken advantage of their beautiful parts, and now they're endangered. Like, elephants are endangered. I believe in Asia and Africa combined, I think there's only 50,000 left, and that's very less because they're such a vital animal for the ecosystem, and they keep the life cycle going and food chain going. And currently, now that there's so less, because people have poached, people have hunted, people have and as Melvina said before, so many deaths have been happening because of careless railway tracks who will be driving the train or whatever, careless drivers, whatever the people are called, but careless, these small things, because animals are elephants especially are already endangered. It's so vital that we make sure that we preserve them, not preserve, keep them safe, because right now, currently, what I also dislike, that people are obviously riding on them. I knew one of my old friends, her sister, at her birthday party, they had an elephant come over for her birthday party, and they had all the kids ride on the elephants. Elephants are now a form of entertainment for humans, solely because they want to entertain themselves. They get elephants at circuses, birthday parties, they ride on them for fun or whatever, and then they literally physically cut off their tusks. I don't want to get too in detail, but they take their ivory tusks and they make jewelry out of this. They make money off of it, and then when it's in reality, it's a natural, beautiful thing that they were born with, and then we're trying to use that to benefit for ourselves when they're already so endangered. And also zoos,
something is that so America actually has a rule that we can't ride elephants because of it's morally wrong, but elephants are mostly abused in India and Thailand, and especially because if you're not aware, India is probably has one of the some of the largest animal fairs, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's so sad because these animals, they're forced to they're used as as joy rides, like they're used in parks, forests. A bunch of tourists ride them. Like even I think I've seen someone in India riding an elephant once, and I thought it was cool at then because I was younger, but now it's just such a cruel form of entertainment. But and up and so like many calves, calves, they die because of this. So okay, wait, let me explain this process. So
Yeah.
wild elephant family, like these big elephant families, they're they're destroyed because the elephant calves, they're captured right from the wild. They're captured, and then also, first of all, they get separated from their parents, which is that's so upsetting. And then after they're separated from their parents, and many of this is in India. I don't know about Thailand, but it's in India. Many of their parents and family members are killed in the process of taking them. You can expect why, because of course any mom will. And after these animals are caught, they're starved, and then they're beaten, because I don't know why Indians, they just beat everything. Oh my god. But yeah, these animals they're beaten, and they're also in a small cage. They're confined in a small cage. And then also, and like this is the process, right? And then the calves, they die during this treatment, and then the ones who survived, they're obviously permanently traumatized, like anyone who goes through that beating and then separated from their mom, seeing their parents die, being separated from their family.
It weakens them, which is why the population, it's like, and elephants are like endangered currently.
Yeah. And also, Ishani mentioned a point about how elephants are super important in our ecosystem, and they play such an important role. And because they are getting extinct, like many species are getting extinct, or like the numbers are reducing, it's really bad. And it's, elephants play such a big role in our environment because they fight climate change and they plant trees, because it's like a study, like many studies have been shown that like they help protect forest health, because they're, with their tusk, like with their, their long like noses, they're able to like plant seeds for trees, and that's like promoting, forests in Africa and across the globe. So they do a great deal. And the main reason why I also think that, in India people use elephants for joy rides is because they also how
Ganesh,
in India,
right?
a lot of they justify that thing
Wait,
because
what do you say?
they
Ganesh?
justify it because they worship like Lord Ganesh, who's an elephant.
Yeah, so basically, if you're not aware, Ganesh is a Hindu god, and he has the body of a human but head of an elephant.
Yeah. And in India, like, they worship it, but then they like still, I feel like indirectly it's causing elephants so harm. And if they knew a little better, or if education would be better in these like, not in India, like I guess part of these countries, and I feel like people would be more aware, and then they'd like treat animals better. Because dogs are also treated so horribly in India. It's so sad.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. But
And like I'm confused about it, because like there's because these, first of all, all the animals, they're always in stress. They're in the heat of India, which is so hot there. Oh my god. And then they go through physical abuse.
Even in Africa,
yeah, I'm sure in Africa too. And
like,
then
also, Malvina?
No, I was just like, I don't understand, why do they abuse these animals if we consider them God? Like, I just don't understand. I don't get it.
Like this issue.
That's what I don't get.
I feel like, you know what? I feel like it's lack of education, and also like it's usually no one. I feel like we're very focusing on India, but like in India, I feel like a lot of people, I don't necessarily think they'd be harming elephants like on purpose. It's just that many elephant traits is what India wants, like benefits them. It's like tusks, like the body itself, and there's so many like, okay, I'm not gonna go into detail, I don't want to go into that, but like there's so many other things that they want from that very a lot of money out of that, which is the primary cause of abuse. And also another cause of abuse that I read about was not even read about, it's more of a general statement, like for animals itself. Even in America, I'm like very against like disclosed like zoos where they like deprive animals of their natural habitat and they like keep them in an enclosed like enclosed area, like caged, and then they're forced into a close proximity with the other species and human beings for human entertainment. And it's so unnatural for it because obviously the animal like gets bored and like depressed, literally creating depression in these animals because they're enclosed in this small area and then they're not able to roam around in their natural habitat which they were born to do. And it's so sad.
Yeah, I think in general there's a lot of animals in captivity, and especially elephants too, because I've seen on a lot of pages and I've seen on social media accounts where people have also taken elephants and their like footprint, right? So they've used it for like paintings and canvases. They've like painted the the print of the elephant and pressed it onto canvases for like humans.
Hold up, what? Repeat that. What did you say?
Like elephants have been used for like painting canvases, like because of their print, their fingerprint. Right?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
And it's been like sold, so it's again for human purposes.
There's literally no elephant in the world that wants paint to be covered in its foot so humans can't have like.
But that's so stupid.
Yeah, dude, it's really so sad. Especially, I feel like I've heard that like animal abuse, like especially towards like elephants it's increasing. Like their birth rates are dropping tremendously. I think it's at 26.5% per year, and at this rate, like they will go extinct soon, and it's so sad. I feel like if humans really want that sort of entertainment, like not even watch it from afar, dude. Like just watch. Yeah, honestly, just watch it from afar. You don't have to.
Yeah, watch it from afar, bro.
Yeah, like how much pain they probably go through. Like people use their tusks for jewelry, and whatnot. And the tusks are actually like the animal's teeth. Like I don't even know.
Yeah, dude. Also, the way that they do it, they literally have to. Oh God, it's like a lot of people will be raising. Another thing, I feel like a lot of people, I don't know, a lot of people don't understand the actual abuse that they go through, and it's like for no reason. Like I know that humans want stuff from them, but a lot of the times it is.
But we don't even need it. So like, okay, but I don't know about other countries.
No, dude, poor countries, like poor countries and poor people, they hunt these animals and everything, and they use that ivory and tusks to like make money so they can live.
Yeah, I've read in Thailand that they use the elephant's nails and they stab sticks into their ears and the feet of an elephant, and they beat the elephants too with sticks, chains, or bull hooks, and they make it go through sleep deprivation and then hunger, and then they starve it. Right. Water.
What I don't understand, like the main thing that shocks me are all of these like kind of like attacks on these animals, like especially when the animal hasn't done anything to you. Like I remember one time my mom showed me this Facebook story of an like pregnant
elephant, and they fed the elephant firecrackers.
Oh my god.
And
they endure so much.
You know what's gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
that's, yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Dude, these captive elephants, they endure so much pain, like physically and psychologically. Like, can you imagine, like, zoos, these firecracker incidents, like, being on the railway and then you're just losing your life in the next second, being ridden on, taken.
Exactly, that's really not their fault.
Yeah. And then they have to be submissive enough to be used for, like, performing, riding, bathing, even, like, for tourists, to satisfy tourists who visit, like, India, Thailand, or Africa, or whatever.
Simple process. Like,
It's
yeah.
And I feel like it's okay, if you really want to ride an animal, you can ride horses.
Ride a horse, yeah. Ride a horse.
Horses are, like, literally, like, they're a breed that are more comfortable around people, and there's no, like, psychological cruel thing that you're doing to them, because they haven't shown signs of psychologically, like, being traumatized because of that. And if you really want to ride an animal, man, just go ride a horse. Like, I mean, okay, just don't go, like, jump on a horse, but just, like, go, like, actually, if you really want to learn or something. But just let elephants be. Even, like, animals, dude, I feel like animals are just they're just taking advantage of, like, their looks because they're so beautiful. And, like, okay, I know we're talking about elephants, but, like, in animals in general, like, people just take advantage of their looks, and then they just want to benefit themselves because of their appearance.
Yeah, but you know what bothers me a lot? It's like, when these animals are dying, obviously there are people who care, there are a lot of people who care, but then people only realize when these animals go extinct, and they're like, oh no, like, there's a problem happening now. Like,
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. They don't take care of it. That's the thing with humans. They don't take care of it while it's okay, so they only care when it's not about to die, struggling. Yeah. That's when it matters.
Yeah, people are, like, sad that elephants are going extinct now, even though they played, like, such a huge role.
Yeah, seriously.
It's like a pity party for no reason.
Humans don't deserve animals.
Like, even though I hate to say it, when I was young, I've, like, ridden on elephants before, but like, I did ride on elephants, but that and I didn't know, but cool and everything. Like, they don't focus on animal cruelty at school. They don't do that, and, like, they focus on so many different things. They don't ever like, focus on that because, oh, it's a kid. She wants to ride on an animal, or he wants to ride on an animal, whatever. And it's, like, just thrown up. Even circuses, they're forced to do these random circus acts, and it's for no reason. Again, for human entertainment.
Yeah. And I think that we should end our episode here today. Yeah. We covered a lot of points about, how elephants have been treated over time, and yeah, in general, like, how they are treated, and it's definitely not good. So we'll be sure to link a lot of resources and petitions on how to help, and, like, because a lot of these animals are still going extinct, and there's still stuff we can do to help prevent this.
Yeah, so spread the word about keeping animals safe. Elephants, especially, and other animals.
Do as much as you can.
Like, spread the word. And I'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Be sure to tune in for the next one.
Bye.